Well, there is Lewis Mackey, driver of the number 23 Fusion Motorsport kart. He will start from pole position. His mechanic, Andy Potter, just behind us there. Now, the championship positions could not be closer. The end of the heats, Clayton Ravenscroft, before dropped scores, leads by just 11 points. So before dropped scores, it is 835 points for Ravenscroft, 824 for Fleming, 813 for Turner, 788 for Platten, 778 for Lawrence. So I think we can discount Platten and Lawrence, and we're pretty much down to just 3 drivers now.
Well, it's still going to make this championship, this final of this weekend, very exciting in Senior X30, because like we say, we've seen Fleming have 2 good results in his heats earlier on. And, you know, he how many points did he get in that one?
Well, he gained 2 points on Ravenscroft in the championship during the heats. Yep. Obviously, Lewis Mackey scored maximum points for the heats. That's why he's on pole position. Fleming second. Ravenscroft will line up third in kart number 75. There, we're looking at Caden Mcqueen. We've got the Arden Young Driver Programme logo on his kart. There is Caden, and again, for a driver that is always smiling and laughing, that is pure focus for Caden Mcqueen. Mcqueen comes into this race 8th in the point standings. Now, of course, Mcqueen is in kart number 6, which means he finished 6th last year. Anything lower than that will be seen as a bit of a failure. There's a great performance from Daniel Butterworth on the 9th row of the grid, privateer driver on the gold kart chassis. Daniel Butterworth, very, very distinctive helmet livery, very distinctive kart livery. Looks like a whisper bar. Does that?
Thomas Fleming's.
Oh, Thomas Fleming's, Ben Haas, Alexandra Blackwell wishing Thomas Fleming less. She gives him a kiss as well. Now, the back, there's Connor Clifford. What a day Connor has had. He'll be hoping to, we're just looking at Ben Higgins. He's the number 20 Croc Promotions driver, starting on the outside of the 12th row of the grid. But yeah, Connor Clifford, what a day he has had. He hasn't finished a race yet. They're just trying to get that car. Now that's a bit worrying. That's a bit worrying. They're just trying to adjust the Unipro. Let's hope that we'll see Connor there. Oh, there's Will in the background there. Will Davis, the Motorsport UK British Kart Championship media man, just standing there, you know, looking hard at work. Shades on. There we are. You've got to point at him and just, as you're walking around, you just see him and you point at him and just go, Will. There we are. Oh, he's realised I've got to put an Instagram post up now. So all the social media on the weekend is handled by Will. There we go. Now, the back of the field there's Casper Scusa as well, the number 11 MLC Motorsport kart. He has not had a top day. What's
Instagram
this?
post at the ready.
Instagram post at the ready.
Glasses off.
Focus
serious
now.
face on.
Serious face. Let's have a
ready,
little look.
Ready.
Is that for Facebook or Instagram?
On 3.
Or
ready.
Twitter?
Are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
Will. You notice that? So we're going to, in about 30 seconds, if you go onto the British Kart Championship Facebook page or Instagram page, you're going to see that shot with Casper Scusa's MLC Motorsport kart on the right-hand side. Is he doing a video? It's a picture of... It's a picture of our cameraman, Jason.
There you go.
I was going to say...
Camception.
Yes. There's a look at the grid.
Who took the picture of the first camera?
Hunt? The manhole.
Ooh.
Very good. Now, Casper Scusa there. I know he's got his little sister Michelle is going to be cheering him on. So hello to Michelle Scusa. She's here with the family this weekend. And now moving up through the grid, there's Adam Fitzgerald, the Irishman for the McBarrett Racing Team. There's the number 94 of Ben Watson. There's Daryl De Leon. The KR Sport team, Louis Johnson Cool, Scotland's Louis Johnson Cool. Then it's Brad Pennell for the PF International team. Jamie Rogers in the number 69 KR Sport kart. Now moving up, there's Oscar Joyce. Good qualifying for Oscar Joyce. Caleb Marshall on row 6. Sam Heading on row number 5. Gus Lawrence, the British Open champion. There's Stephen Lammy and his mechanic stretch. I was going. Then we've got Archie Tillett. He's had a good round so far. There is your championship leader, Clayton Ravenscroft, just behind our pole sitter, Lewis Mackey. Now, Michelle already on the chat saying that my brother's Casper Scusa. Well, we're going to make sure that he eats his salad tonight, Michelle. And maybe a bit of it further up the grid tomorrow.
Didn't eat it last night. We ate ours, didn't we? Look at that beautiful shot there.
Green flag in the air. Sun still shines. The grid for the final Senior X30. Here we go. Lewis Mackey and Thomas Fleming on row 1. Clayton Ravenscroft and Aaron Walker on row 2.
Archie Tillett and Thomas Turner on row number 3, with Gus Lawrence and Guy Cunnington running out row number 4.
Sam Heading and Harry Platten on row 5. Caleb Marshall and Marcus Littlewood on row 6.
Oscar Joyce and Oliver Greetham on row 7, with Jamie Rogers and Caden McQueen on row number 8.
Row number 9, Bradley Pennell and Dan Butterworth, then Louis Johnson-Cool and JP Sleater round out the top 10.
Darryl DeLeon and Alex Kobe on row 11. Ben Watson and Ben Higgins rounding out row 12.
Row 13 sees Alan Fitzgerald and Connor Clifford with Casper Scusa on the inside of row number 14. A big hello to everyone watching from the Philippines. Darryl DeLeon has got a big following out there, and I know that there are a lot of people in the Filipino Motorsport Association, karting world, James Young and what have you. They are all watching in. There's Marcus Littlewood in the Spirit of Senna. Now we are going to try and bring you up-to-date championship scores as we go there. The virtual championship will be coming up there. At the moment, Ravenscroft leads the championship by 11 points. That will start to change because we're now getting into drop score territories. Each one of these drivers have got to drop their worst 3 scores of the season. They score 2 lots of points tomorrow and 1 lot of points now the rest of the day. Here we go. Lewis Mackey leads them in. 12-minute final is go!
Great start then from the front row of the grid as Thomas Fleming drops down into 3rd place, but Clayton Ravenscroft manages to get up now into P2. Lewis Mackey holds on to that lead as well as they go up the hill, but here comes Fleming back on Ravenscroft, gets that move done straight away and drops back into 2nd place. This is what Fleming needs. He needs to close that gap because Mackey has already closed up as Ravenscroft goes super defensive into hairpin 1.
And Marcus Little getting sideways and getting all crossed up, but they somehow all get through the first corner, the first hairpin rather cleanly. Butterworth and Pennell running wide. Now Concertina effect into the 2nd hairpin, but they all come out there. And what did Oliver Clark tell us yesterday? He said that if you're battling with somebody who's in the lead of the championship, you can send it in because they're not going to want to turn on you. That is what Fleming did on Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft's got it all to lose. Fleming has got it all to gain, and Fleming made his move stick there. And Ravenscroft now has to sort of regather his momentum, sort of recalculate, reset, and he's in 3rd place as they cross the line to complete lap number 1. Ravenscroft still has the championship lead on dropped scores. He leads the championship by 13 points at the moment. Fleming can only gain 1 more position. So in this race, if Ravenscroft stays 3rd and Fleming gains another 3 points for winning, so Fleming would move on to 842 and Ravenscroft would stay on 852. The gap would be 10 points going into the final day of the season. So Ravenscroft will have that in the back of his mind. Fleming, the pressure, ironically now, Anthony, after Fleming put the pressure was on Ravenscroft at the start of this race. Fleming made the move. Now the pressure is on Fleming to get up and pass Lewis Mackey for the race lead.
Yep, exactly that. Archie Tillett as well, just moving up into P3 there, managing to get past... P4, sorry. It was Aaron Walker getting past Archie Tillett. There we go. I'll get the names right at one point. There we go. They all slot back into position. Less than 10 minutes to go then, plus that 1 additional lap. We are on lap 3 now after completing 2 laps. And as we go through, an update then on positions as we go through. Looking down, I can say that to Michelle Scusa, that Casper Scusa is up 7 positions and is now in P20.
So he's not last anymore.
So he's not last anymore.
Okay, there is a move. There is the GP plate of Harry Platten trying to make a move. He picks up a position ahead of Caden McQueen, looking down towards the back of the field there. There is the gold cart of Butterworth going through. Up at the front, we're looking at Thomas Turner behind Harry Platten. So Thomas Turner at the moment, 3rd in the point standings. but he is 18 points behind Fleming. So Thomas Turner, winner last time out in the number 4 Strawberry Racing Kart. He has got to start making moves, making this happen. There goes Caleb Marshall, passing Guy Cunnington in the Mike Wilson complex. There's Aaron Walker, and Thomas Fleming has caught Lewis Mackley for the race lead. So, at the moment, 852 points for Ravenscroft, 839 for Fleming. Fleming passes Mackie. No, he doesn't. Mackie gets him back on the banking.
Of course he didn't pass Mackie. Mackie's got this under control.
Well, has he? That's the question. Nanny June thinks he has, but Thomas Fleming would beg to differ. And that move there, Ravenscroft closing in. So what does Clayton Ravenscroft do? If he catches the top 2, does he sit there? Ravenscroft has got a buffer. The gap between Ravenscroft in 3rd and Gus Lawrence in 4th is 0.8 of a second. So Ravenscroft, for now, Clayton can afford to just sit and watch. He's losing a couple of points, but even if Fleming leads, Ravenscroft still leads the championship by 10 points.
It's all changing around. I'm going to leave the numbers definitely in your head because I'll just get confussed with all of them. There we go.
You're leaving a Welshman with a mental age of 7 in charge of the numbers, Anthony.
Yep.
You did say that.
I
Okay,
did.
Mackie still leads onto the banking. 8 minutes to go. This is lap number 5. Harry Platten just puts in a very quick lap, and now Ravenscroft has caught them. So Fleming, oh, there goes Clayton Ravenscroft into turn 4, up the inside, no messing about. Ravenscroft into P2.
I don't think Fleming was even ready for that.
He absolutely was not. That is not a place that you generally try to make a pass, and maybe Clayton Ravenscroft knew that, so he knew that Fleming wouldn't be prepared. Now, Clayton Ravenscroft has to go after the race leader, Lewis Mackie. Behind the top 3, you can see the O plate of Gus Lawrence in 4th. Aaron Walker is 5th. Harry Platten runs in 6th, the GP plate holder. And the number 4 plate car of Thomas Turner, 3rd in the point standings, is still only 7th. With Tillett 8th, McQueen 9th, and Guy Cunnington, the 2019 Senior Rotax British Champion, rounding out the top 10.
There it is, 7 minutes to go then, plus that one additional lap under the bridge once more. Again, tighter line of the entry into the banking section from Mackie.
Yep.
Ravenscroft with the wider entry with that tighter exit was able to close that gap even more. Platten with the fastest lap of the race now as well. In 6th place, we saw Platten earlier on gaining places as defensive goes Mackie. Keep an eye on Fleming because Fleming is now side by side and it's forcing Ravenscroft off the track, and he takes that 2nd place position from him. And now look at this. Look at this group now.
I was about to say, Mackie's defending, 6.5 minutes to go. This is going to bunch everybody up together. This is now the moment that Ravenscroft didn't want because he's got a potential to lose lots of places. So Fleming is going to try and make a move on Mackie and pull away. Has that number 23 Fusion car. Oh dear, and that is Caleb Marshall going backwards. A second of the Dan Holland racing carts. Almost at the barriers at the Bobby Game corner. Ravenscroft signalling to Platten, let's push together. I think Harry Platten will be open to that suggestion as they now try and work their way back up to Mackie and Fleming. But Mackie, as soon as Mackie started to defend, the whole group closed up. So Lewis Mackie, I know he's defending the lead. Here comes Fleming for the race lead, and Platten coming up the inside for 3rd. Change for 1st, change for 3rd. Thomas Fleming now leads this race, and that's Ravenscroft stuck in the middle of no man's land. Oh, Clayton Ravenscroft in the middle of a 3-wide sandwich, and he comes out, he's lost 3 or 4 places. Okay, let's see what this does to the championship standings as they cross the line next time by, because Fleming now leads and Ravenscroft is down to 9th.
Yep, that's going to really shake the points up now with that timer slowly running out. Keep an eye on Mackie, though, because Mackie will come back at Fleming. Don't think he's going to allow Fleming to break away, though. But keep an eye on Platten as well, because Platten, like you said, in a bit of a no man's land, is closing in. The point update, it's 846 for Ravenscroft. It's 842 for Fleming.
So Fleming can't get any more than 842 points because he's leading this race.
Yep.
Ravenscroft has to start picking up positions. The gap is 4 points. Ravenscroft, behind Ravenscroft, has got a 2nd gap back to 10th place Guy Cunnington. So he doesn't want to lose any more places, but he's got to start clawing his way back up as Clayton Ravenscroft.
He really does have to.
And look at Caden Mcqueen and Archie Tillett now moving in to 4th and 5th places. Aaron Walker is 6th, Turner is still 7th. Thomas Turner, he's just not... he's 25 points off the championship lead at the moment. He's not really at the races as things stand. Lawrence 8th, Ravenscroft 9th, Cunnington 10th. Then you've got Sam Heading in 11th, Jamie Rogers 12th. Connor Clifford, wow, what a recovery from Connor Clifford. He's up to 13th place. He's on fresh tyres, don't forget, because he hasn't finished a lap of his heats. So Clifford is going well. Then it's DeLeon, Greetham, Pennell, Joyce, Scoozer, Louis Johnson, Cooler, Marcus Littlewood. Anthony Jordan, what have you seen?
Mackie to the lead, up into the banking section. Lewis Mackie has got back past Fleming and has retaken the lead. And I think the only reason he's done that is because he can see that Platten's right behind. Mackie doesn't go defensive. Fleming does. This is crucial because now Fleming is under pressure from losing precious points here because Platten is now side by side.
Oh, crossover.
Yes, there was the crossover there. Managed to get that move done, and Caden Mcqueen comes through. Caden Mcqueen up into the podium parts.
Okay. Tillett is right behind Fleming now. So, Clayton Ravenscroft is still 9th. So, he's still on 846 points. Fleming was at the start of this lap on 842. Once they cross the line, let's have a look and see what that's done to the championship standings. Every position counts here as we get down to the penultimate day of the 2021 Vera Tools British Kart Championship season. Ravenscroft is still 9th, but now he has got a 10-point lead. It was a 4-point lead, it's now a 10-point lead because Fleming has dropped from 1st to 4th. So the pressure back on Fleming now to get up there. And he has got a bit of ground to make up, hasn't he, Anthony?
He has indeed, because there's a big bit of clear space right in front. There on the outside, the O-plate of Gus Lawrence tries to get past as well, trying to close in, but eyes on that top 3, and then the back group back here from 4th place downwards. Like you say, Fleming leading that one and is saying, think, come on, let's catch. But down the inside there goes Aaron Walker. Yeah, gets that move done. Moves up, and that just now has put Fleming on his own.
So Ravenscroft now finds himself directly behind Thomas Turner in the race. Here comes McQueen and Platten. Harry Platten, don't forget. I mean, if we look back at the statistics in Senior X30 2 minutes ago, a warning flag for Fleming. A warning flag. Harry Platten has not yet won a round of the British Championship. He has been on the podium numerous times, but never has he got onto the top step of the podium. So far this season, as we look on the screen as Mackie defends, Alessandro Serenetti won the opening round. Here comes Caden McQueen in 2nd place. Ravenscroft won round 2. Fleming won round 3 and round 4. Thomas Turner won round 5. Harry Platten has had 3 seconds and 4 third-place finishes. He's had 7 podium finishes in the British Kart Championship since the start of 2019, but not one of them has been a race win. I have to say, neither has Caden Mcqueen. McQueen hasn't actually stepped on the podium as a senior driver yet either.
No, I say I've not seen him on that top spots this year so far, and he's currently there in 2nd place.
Lewis Mackie has got 1 third-place finish. He's got 1 third-place finish. But we are really, really into the closing stage. 1 minute to go. Where is Ravenscroft? Ravenscroft is still 9th. He's not in this lead group. Mackie defending, McQueen 2nd, and it's Platten 3rd, and here comes Fleming back at them.
Yep, Fleming and Platten side by side had to concede, and Caden McQueen to the lead.
Only
Caden
briefly.
McQueen, briefly.
Oh, Nanny June is going to be... She's going to be tipping over a gin and tonic at home in a minute.
Oh, dear me. 30 seconds left to go. They're going to get 2 more laps out in this one. Last lap board isn't going to be out this time. They're going to cross the line with only a few seconds to go. So that's going to be a lot more pressure on these top drivers. Look at that. The top 7 karts here in Senior X30 for their final of the weekend. A line astern in towards turn 1. Crossing the line with 12 seconds to go. There's an immense amount of pressure here as Caden McQueen tries to go around the outside once again over the bridge. What have you spotted?
I thought I saw Ravenscroft in front of Thomas Turner. Ravenscroft has got back up to 8, and here's a battle.
Oh my goodness me, it's absolutely carnage here at the front because it's side by side with smoke off the wheels there. Caden McQueen off the track, back on the track, rejoin, and then it all went very wrong very quickly. And look at this, the 15
McQueen
coming through.
takes the lead.
Like I say, yeah, McQueen now holding on to that one. Mackie there in second place. Last lap board's going to be out this time.
Caden's going to get absolutely swamped coming down the back straight if he's not careful. We've got someone off in the background there. That's Caleb Marshall, I think, who's retired. But it's going to be, as they start the final lap, it says Louis Johnson Cool who's gone out. So, we go on to the final lap. It's Caden Mcqueen leading Lewis Mackey, Harry Platten, Gus Lawrence in fourth, and Aaron Walker in fifth. Fleming is only sixth. What can Thomas Fleming do on this last lap? Ravenscroft is only eighth, and Turner is now down in 10th. Over the bridge, McQueen still leads. He goes defensive. Lewis Mackey climbing up all over the rear bumper. Into turn number one. Sorry, it's a hairpin number one. McQueen looking over his shoulder. Lewis Mackey and Harry Platten second and third. It's white line fever from here to home. And up the inside goes Platten. He barges Mackey out of the way. There's Walker. Tyre smoke as they go wheel to wheel. But Caden Mcqueen leads them out to the Fullerton S's, and he's got clean air behind him as Gus Lawrence comes through into second place. Lawrence is second, and Platten now third, with Walker in fourth place. But for the first time as a senior driver, Caden Mcqueen is victorious in the Mad Kart. McQueen wins, Lawrence second, Platten third again, Walker is fourth, Mackey from first to fifth on the last lap. Then it's Tillett in sixth, and Clayton Ravenscroft on the last lap passes his championship rival Thomas Fleming to finish seventh. So the three title contenders, Ravenscroft finishes seventh, Fleming finishes eighth, and Turner finishes ninth. We didn't see it because we were focusing on the lead battle, but somehow Clayton Ravenscroft made a silk purse out of the sow's ear on the last lap and passed both his title rivals to gain a couple of valuable points. And unofficially, Clayton Ravenscroft leads the championship by 16 points now, going into the final day of the season. At one point in that race, Ravenscroft's lead was down to 4 points, but he ends it with a banzai last lap, and he leads it by 16. There is Caden McQueen shaking hands with Aaron Walker, the 15 Kart from Strawberry driver. And, well, Caden McQueen, he's got several wins as a junior driver in the British Championship, does Caden. He's got 2 wins, 2 seconds and a third as a junior X30 driver. Never been on the podium as a senior, and he makes his first senior podium appearance on the top step of the podium. Good driving there. Harry Platten was a little bit, made some robust moves there on the last lap. He comes home third again. Louis Johnson Cool, maybe not keeping his cool there as unfortunately, the premium karting number 61 gets put on the trolley there. And poor old Louis Johnson Cool, who is the only retirement from the race. Caleb Marshall finishing 26th. So let's have a little look down the order. It was McQueen from Lawrence from Platten, your top 3. Provisionally, Walker is fourth, followed by Mackey, Tillett, Ravenscroft, Fleming, Turner, and rounding out the top 10, Sam Heading. Bradley Pennell comes home in 11th place, followed by Darrell De Leon, Connor Clifford, Guy Cunnington, Jamie Rogers. There's Anthony Jordan, who is skedaddled down to the pits. There's the MLC Motorsport team. See Lewis Mail in there on his phone, Lee Murray, and some of the other members of the MLC team looking down. That's Dave Tooley in the Tony Carter jacket there on the right-hand side of your screens. Watching there. It is absolutely beautiful sunglasses weather. But further down the order, well, Guy Cunnington finishes 14th. Jamie Rogers, 15th. Caspar Scusa from 27th to 16th. Good drive from Caspar. Then it was Oliver Greetham, Marcus Littlewood, privateer driver Dan Butterworth in 19th place. JP Sleater rounding out the top 20. Ahead of Ben Watson, Oscar Joyce, Alex Colby, Ben Higgins, Alan Fitzgerald, and Caleb Marshall. The last of the finishers. But I think we're going to have a, hopefully, we will have a chat with Caden McQueen a little bit later on in the next couple of moments. We'll have to see. But championship positions, provisional championship positions with dropped scores: Ravenscroft 848 points, Fleming 832, Turner 819, Platten 817, Lawrence 795, your top 5. So going into the final round of the season, have to say tomorrow only Thomas Fleming can realistically take the title away from Clayton Ravenscroft. But we are going to hear from our race winner, a very happy Caden Mcqueen is down in the pits with Anthony Tarquin Jordan.
Henry, yes, down in the dummy grid paddock area, and at the moment our top 3 karts, there aren't here at the moment. They've all been taken away into scrutineering. Now there's been a couple of changes. The O-plate, Gus Lawrence, did receive a nose cone penalty in that one, so he's unfortunately not going to be finishing on the podium despite the fact that he finished second place. Our race winner though, with a big cheesy grin on his face, Mr. Caden Mcqueen. Caden, well, is this the first time we're seeing you on the podium and on the top spot for that in the senior X30 class?
Yeah, I think this year is actually the first podium I've had in the British Champs. Thankfully, it's come at a good time.
I mean, yeah, PFI, I mean, it couldn't happen on a better day, of course. You know, fantastic weather conditions, and Fleming there can give you congratulations. But, yeah, talk us through that race, because from our point of view, that looked quite like a hectic one.
Yeah, no, it was hard. Obviously, we had a DNF earlier in the heat race, so we had to start quite far back. We showed our pace in heat 2, and we come through from 16th to win. But, you know, it kind of come in our favour that everyone was battling. Obviously, it's coming towards the last round, so everyone wants to win.
What happened earlier on?
In the heat races? I had a mechanical failure with my electrics in heat 1, and then heat 2 was really fast, but unfortunately I got caught up in a crash which made me drop my bumper.
That's a shame, but like I say, anyone you'd like to thank for this weekend, because I'm sure there's quite a few.
Yeah, for sure. My sponsors, my parents, the team, everyone involved done a fantastic job.
Excellent. All again the same tomorrow?
Exactly that.
Let's do it. Excellent stuff there from our race winner, Caden Mcqueen in Senior X30. Plenty more coming up, but the next race is underway, Mini X30.
Right, move on to Senior X30 next. Now finishing as the leading rookie, it's Alex Kobe. Sadly, Alex isn't here. Now we move on to the top privateer. A fantastic drive from this next driver. The leading privateer in 11th place in the final. It's Daniel Butterworth. Well done. Yes, you can put your race suit on. So Daniel Butterworth in such a competitive field, finishing in 11th place overall as the leading privateer. Now we're on to the top 3. And finishing in 3rd place is Nanny June's going to be very proud for Fusion Motorsport. It's Lewis Mackey. That was his mechanic, by the way, booing. Congratulations. Excellent. Here we go. Well, we've now we've also got our leading rookie in Senior X30. If you want to make your way up onto the podium, Alex Kobe. This way. Didn't quite manage to remember our race suit, but there we go. Congratulations, Alex. That's the mechanics one. Hang on a sec. Don't get ideas about the station now, love. There we go. Look at that. And that's your trophy. You can pick it up. It's all right. You can keep it. Deary me. Tells you the rookie doesn't know how to do a podium yet. On to 2nd place now. Finishing in 2nd place for Strawberry Racing, Aaron Walker. But now, on to today's winner. Firstly, well, we don't know if he's got a winning mechanic, but the man's definitely a spanner. He's the only driver, he doesn't know how a loom works. I think he's just about learned how to spell it. And He's the only granddad who is the winning mechanic. It's the winning mechanic, Andy Salis, and your senior X30 winner, Caden Mcqueen. Come on now, Andy, up onto the podium. I'm going to run away. It's Caden's first senior X30 win. A medal that says I'm special for Mr. Salis. There we go. You got put it on. Put it on. There we go. Yay! There we are.
Oh, Andy, I tell you, that's amazing. You like it? Yeah. Thanks.
Congratulations, Caden McQueen, and your senior X30 podium, ladies and gentlemen.